Yo, what's up everybody? It's JD, and we are back with another video. Now today we're going to take a deep dive into the latest gaming controversy that's been blowing up all over the internet. We're talking about the Black Myth Wukong game that's been hyped up for all its stunning visuals and epic gameplay, but now it's the center of some debates. There's a lot to unpack here, from accusations of pandering to Western audiences to discussion about diversity and woke culture in gaming. Woke culture. So let's get into it. All right, so for those who might not be in the loop, let's just do a quick rundown of what Black Myth Wukong is all about. This is an action RPG based on the legendary Chinese tale Journey to the West, featuring the Monkey King Sun Wukong as the main character. Developed by Game Science, a Chinese studio, this game caught everyone's eye back in 2020 with a gameplay trailer that showcased incredible graphics and an intense Dark Souls-like combat. Now, the idea was to create a game that could stand up to Western AAA titles while bringing Chinese mythology to a global audience. And at first, it seemed like they were hitting all the right notes. People were excited to see a game that brought a different cultural perspective to the table, but as the game got closer to release, some concerns started to pop up, I would say. So you're probably saying to yourself, what's the controversy? Well, it started with some folks saying that Black Myth Wukong looks like it's trying too hard to appeal to Western gamers instead of embracing a uniquely Chinese aesthetic and storytelling style. They argue that the game has adopted a dark, gritty look that feels more like something out of a Western fantasy game. And this led to accusations that Game Science might be diluting its own cultural heritage to make the game more palatable to Western audiences. Some critics are worried that this approach is more about chasing sales and less about authenticity, and they're saying, hey, if this game is supposed to be about Chinese mythology, why does it feel like it's been running through a Hollywood filter, you know? Now here's where it gets even more complicated. The controversy has also sparked a debate about diversity and what some are calling woke culture in gaming. Okay, so let's get to the nitty-gritty of the issue at hand. Everyone out there agrees that Black Myth Wukong is a great game, but behind the scenes of Game Science, there may be a very toxic work environment. We've now come to find out that some founders and employees from the company have made a lot of sexist and weird comments online in the past. And this behavior dates back to years before Black Myth Wukong's development cycle. So for those that don't know, IGN actually published a 2023 article about an investigation into the sexist remarks from the people at the company. For example, Game Science lead artist and co-founder Yang Qi wrote a post on Weibo back in 2013 in which he argued about the biological differences in male and female gamers. For some reason, he wrote that men tend to be more interested in violent video games with complex mechanics, and women like simple games with cute pets and collectibles. I'm not here to validate this statement and say what is or isn't true. I feel like gamers like whatever they like, so there's that. But for some reason, Yang chose to take this a little bit further by urging developers to ignore game design elements that he viewed as appealing to women. For some reason, he wrote, you don't need to reverse the motivation of female players. You don't need to take care of those worms who just want to date chicks. Some things are just for men. And then he concluded, if I really like soft and effeminate things, I just need to make something different and wear stockings and suspenders to work every day. This is what I call professionalism. Now, it's not the fact that him and some of his co-workers like to just kinda, spout out sexist views. There's also a bit of a bigger problem that those views have seemed to become part of the Game Science internal culture. And the company has previously used recruitment ads that make jokes about sexual relations and also feature sexual imagery. Yeah. They've even had some people who worked on Black Myth Wukong going out of their way to fetishize characters from the game, which is, it's kind of weird. That's a little weird. And we're not done there. Lastly, they actually sent out a bizarre email to content creators like myself who got early access to the game, giving them very specific guidelines, such as do not use trigger words such as quarantine or isolation or COVID-19, do not discuss content related to China's game industry policies, opinions, news, etc. Do not include politics, violence, nudity, feminist propaganda, fetishization, and other content that indicates negative discourse. And when they were approached about this for comment, they said, hey, we have no comment, we're sorry, and that was it. Now, take that with a grain of salt, however you feel about it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't even know about all this stuff until I had to go research it and write a script for you all to read and talk about it. But for me, I'm just enjoying the game. I haven't even gotten to a part of the game that makes me feel a type of way or makes me think any type of specific stuff. So for now, I'm just enjoying what seems to be a fun boss rush beat 'em up RPG. Okay, so let's shift gears now and talk about gameplay for a bit. Black Myth Wukong has been compared to games like Dark Souls and Sekiro, which are known for their punishing difficulty. This has sparked its own debate, with some gamers loving the challenge, while others feel it might limit the game's appeal. Not me though, I'm nice at this game, boy. I play this game, don't play with me. No! You're crazy! Get the out of here! Now, there is a worry that by going so hard on the difficulty, Game Science might be turning away players who aren't into that level of a challenge, and that's a valid concern. Not everyone enjoys the feeling of dying over and over and over again just to make it to the next checkpoint, except for your boy, because I'm nice here. So the question is Black Myth Wukong trying to appeal to a hardcore gamer audience at the expense of everyone else, or is it trying to create a unique, challenging experience that fits the story of Sun Wukong's journey? All right, well, listen, now let's talk about something that's been a hot topic in the gaming industry for a while. Workplace culture and ethics. Yes, that's right. There have been some reports and allegations about the working conditions at Game Science. Like many studios around the world, it seems that they're dealing with issues of crunch. That's when developers are pushed to work long hours to meet deliverables and deadlines, which is not great. And we've actually seen this story play out before, right? You know, a game gets hyped up and then we hear about the sacrifices the developers had to make to get it out of the door. It's a reminder that behind every game, there are real people putting in real work, and sometimes under pretty tough conditions. It's an important conversation to have, especially as the industry grows and evolves. And lastly, let's talk about how Game Science has been handling all of this. Well, the studio has been pretty aggressive with its marketing, putting out a lot of high-quality trailers and teasers to build up hype, but they've also been criticized for not being more open with the community. But there are some people who feel like the Game Science team is focusing too much on building the hype of the game and not enough transparency, or at least they were. And in today's world, you know, where fans are more engaged than ever, being open and honest can go a long way and is very tough to walk that line, especially for a studio that's trying to make a name for itself on a global stage with what I believe is their third AAA game in their catalog. So with all that said, what does this mean for Black Myth Wukong? Well, the game was one of the most anticipated titles out there, and for good reason. I mean, it looks amazing, it plays amazing, and it's bringing a new perspective to the gaming world. But the controversies around it are sparking important conversations about cultural representation, game difficulty, workplace practices, and the balance between authenticity and accessibility. At the end of the day, there's no easy answer, but it is clear that gamers care about more than just graphics and gameplay. Hey, we care about our games representing us and how they're made, you know? So what do you think? Is Black Myth Wukong hitting all the right notes for you, or are these controversies, you know, something that you are taking seriously? I mean, drop your thoughts in the comments below. You know, smash the like button, help your boy out, check me out on Patreon, and don't forget to subscribe, okay? For more videos like this. Do you like videos like this? This was kind of like very informative, and I had to write a bit of a script for it, so that's what you got. So then again, I don't know. That's it. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Stay up, enjoy your day, and keep gaming. All right, I'll see you later. Peace.